Vande Mataram students, today we are going to read the chapter number 4, The Two Merchants. Warm up. Look in pairs. Have you ever borrowed something from a friend? Has anyone borrowed anything from you? What are the things that you borrow often? Discuss this with your partner. Do you always return what you borrow? What will you do if a friend borrows something and does not return it? Will you remind your friend? What will you ask to your friend? Talk about this in class. Let's read a story about how Birbal, an advisor in the court of the Mughal Emperor Akbar, made a man give back what he had borrowed from a friend. Birbal was known for his keen intelligence, fair mindedness, and proximity to the emperor. Citizens seeking justice for often come to Birbal, particularly when Akbar was away from the city. In one particular instant, Birbal was trying to resolve a dispute between two merchants. So, you have no proof of what you are saying, Ramchan? No, Huzur. No written receipt for the 1500 rupees that you say you have lent your friend Jabal Prasad, and no witness to the transaction. No, Huzur. Jabal Prasad is a No, Huzur. Jabal Prasad is a fellow merchant as well as a friend. He needed the money and promised to return it within 6 months. So I lent to him. I thought he could honor his word, but he refuses even to remember what happened. Write down all that you have told me and sign it. I will see what can I do. I must send for Jabal Prasad, the second merchant. Let me see what he has to say about the matter. Jabal Prasad arrival. Raja Sahib, I am deeply honored and grateful for this summons. How may I be of service to you, to your lordship? Read this. All lies, your lordship, all lies. I thought Ramchand was my friend. I have helped him so many times, and this is how he repays me. I know his shop is not doing well, but this is not the way. So you deny that Ramchand lent you 1500 rupees which you promised to return within 6 months? I absolutely deny it, Your Honor, and surely he would have taken a receipt from me if he has lent me such a large sum. Why does he not produce the receipt? He says he did not take a receipt. That is a problem. Thank you for coming. I am sorry for wasting your time. Raja Sahib, I am your humble servant. Few days later, you remember Ramchan and Jabal Prasad sent both the merchant a large jar of ghee each with a request that they sell the ghee for me after checking the purity. On heating the ghee, both Ramchan and Jabal Prasad discovered a gold mohar at the bottom of the jar. I must return the mohar to Bilbil. It must have fallen into the ghee by mistake. A gold mohar? Let me give this to my son. Javal Prasad's son held him in their shop. The merchant goes to his shop. Keep this safety till I asked for it. When the two merchants had sold the ghee that Birbal had sent them, they went back to give him the money for the sale. Ramchand went there first. Thank you, Ramchand. You may go now. Javal Prasad appeared later with a smaller amount of money. Is what the best price you could get for 1.5 mounds of ghee. Your lordship, the jar only contained 1 mound. I weighed it before I heated the ghee. My son was with me. Then my man may have made a mistake. Please wait while I find out. Birbal goes inside. Go to Javal Prasad's house and fetch his son. Tell him about his father wants him to bring the gold mohar that he found it at the bottom of the jar of the ghee. After some time, have you brought the gold mohar? Yes. Weren't there 2 mohar in the jar of the ghee? No, your honor, we found just 1. What nonsense! What would a gold mohar be doing in the jar of? But don't you remember we found the mohar in the jar when we heated the ghee? You took the mohar out of and gave it to me for safekeeping. Yes, I remember. I gave you a mohar, but it did not came out of any jar. One of my customer gave it to me. Your son is telling the truth, Javal Prasad. I put the gold mohar into jar myself to see what you would do with it. Javal Prasad, so to sweat with fear. My memory will be playing tricks on me. Your honor, please forgive me. Javal Prasad turned to his son. Give the gold mohar to the lordship at once. How can we keep what does not belong to us? And when do you propose to return the 1500 rupees you borrowed from your friend Ramchand? Haven't you returned the money yet? Be quiet. Don't rebuke your son. He is an honest lad and he will make a better merchant. Than you. Now follow his example and tell me the truth. Now there is no way out. I must confess. Please forgive me, your honor. I lied to you. You must give Ramchand double the amount that you have borrowed for him. Javal Prasad returned the money to the Ramchand and asked for forgiveness. Javal Prasad returned the money he owed Birbal for half a mound of ghee. If such a dishonest man can still have an honest son, then God be praised. There is still hope for humanity.